There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you do not know. It is my duty to make that very, very clear to all of you. Today, Justice Binta Nnayko is using her position for personal gain. For personal gain. Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges. And they told them that if they convict me, this is what happens. You can see it. They don't want the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out in Nigeria. That's the problem.
Yes, depending on your time zone.
Her husband are facing corruption charges. And they told them that if they convict me, this is what happens. You can see it. They don't want the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out in Nigeria. That's the problem. Who is that person? Corruption charges.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on whenever you are watching us from. Welcome to this wonderful broadcast. Yesterday, nnamdikanu Kanu was at the tribunal yesterday, and where nnamdikanu Kanu spilled a whole lot of happenings in Nigeria. Now, why has Justice Binta Nnayko refused to grant Nnamdi Kanu bail? Kanu has come out to say that some powerful Fulanis and some elements in the government are frustrating his trial. Let me say that again, that some persons who are so powerful in the system and the Fulanis, because Justice Binta Nnayko, she's a Fulani, and every Fulani has an agenda to make sure that the unity of Nigeria is not being divided, to make sure that their Fulani conquest is being achieved. If not so, Nnamdi Kanu ought to have been granted bail a very long time ago. Nnamdi Kanu ought to have been granted bail a very long time ago. How on earth would a man fighting for the freedom of his people, he has been incarcerated for 4 years. For 4 years, there have been no. You've still not find anything suitable for you to convict him. Why don't you let him go? Yesterday, he made a shocking revelation that the justice who is presiding over his case, Justice Binta Nnayko, her son too is also facing, her son and her husband are facing corruption charges. And now, my take has always remained that a country called Nigeria would never work. A country like Nigeria, no matter how you want to bring no matter how you want to paint it, Nigeria is a system that has failed. It's a system. How can you incarcerate someone for 4 years? For four years, yet you tend not to find evidence against this man, and you are still holding on to Nnamdi Kanu. For how long can we continue in such a way? If you know you have no evidence to prove in court, then allow Nnamdi Kanu go. Allow Nnamdi Kanu go. Let him go. You can't continue to hold him because he's fighting for the freedom of his people, and then publicly he said he will continue to fight for his people, and nothing can stop the freedom, and nothing shall stop the freedom. Nigeria has become a place whereby justice has failed. You cannot get justice. You summoned him to appear in court on the 10th. And the justice and the chief judge, the judge who is supposed to preside over the case, was not in court. Who does that? Who does that? The federal government who is charging Nnamdi Kanu has no case, because there are no evidence that Kanu is guilty of all the cases against him. Yes, let him go. Holding on to Nnamdi Kanu, to me, is a total waste of time. Is a total waste of time. Anybody who is against the unity of Nigeria has always been used as scapegoats. And we all know the truth. Everybody knows the truth that one Nigeria will never work. No matter how we continue to pretend, no matter how we continue to patch it, no matter how we continue to paint it as if it will work, my brother, it will never work. It will not work. That is the current state where we find ourselves. That a country called Nigeria will never work. No matter how we want to do hide and seek, how we want to keep the unity of the country together, we should understand that the unity of Nigeria is dead. A unity whereby the full animal feels is above every other tribe. And to worst it off, a Fulani judge is presiding over the case of Nnamdi Kanu, a Fulani judge. And the same Fulani believes in the unity of one Nigeria just because of their conquests, because of their Fulani conquests. Because of their Fulani conquest. And now the same Fulani is presiding over the case of Nnamdi Kanu. The question is, how long can we continue like this? How long can we continue deceiving ourselves? And I think this is time for the Igbo leaders to come out and speak for their son, Nnamdi Kanu. This is the time for the Igbo leaders to come out and speak against all the injustice happening to Nnamdi Kanu. This is the time. You cannot claim to be leaders when your son is facing terrorism charge, and nobody in the Igbo leaders is coming out to support their son. Nobody in the Igbo leaders is coming out to tell the federal government that enough is enough. Let this man let go. This man should be let off the hook. What has he done? What has he done? That bad job that the Fulani militias have not done, that the Fulani jihadis have not done. Yet, because he's an Igbo man, he wants to be used as a scapegoat. The government has always seen the Igbo person as an enemy of one Nigeria. But the question now is the one Nigeria working? Is the one Nigeria system, is it working? A system that has failed. And that is why the people will continue to fight until they get their freedom. He said he will continue to fight for his freedom, for the freedom of his people. His people the Igbos are being killed on a daily basis by the Fulanis, are being slaughtered on a daily basis. What has the government done to foster peace in that region? Nothing. Yet a man who has been so instrumental, who has been vocal against the Fulani jihadists, yet the government has incarcerated him. The government has incarcerated him just because he does not believe in the unity of one Nigeria. Because he does not believe in the unity of one Nigeria. The question is one Nigeria working? I have said it countless times that those holding Nnamdi Kanu are the political leaders in the southeast and the Fulanis. Because these are the people that now, if Nnamdi Kanu is being released, Nnamdi Kanu would outshine the southeastern leaders. Knowing fully well he has that political will. And Kanu is influential. The reason the southeastern governors is not ready to let him go. The more reason they are not ready to let him go. I think for me, it is high time every hands need to be on deck. Every Nigerian Igbos who is ready to fight for the freedom and for the struggle to exit one Nigeria should come out and support Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu has been unfairly treated. Nobody will take it. Nobody will take it. For 4 years, he has been facing corruption charges, and you still cannot convict him because there is no evidence on the ground to convict him. No evidence. There is no evidence for you to convict Nnamdi Kanu. Then let him go. Is it a crime to fight for the freedom? For the biafra struggle? Freedom is never a crime, and freedom would never be a crime. We saw how Southern Sudan fought for their freedom to exit the then Northern Sudan. Today, because Kanu is calling for the Igbos to exit Nigeria, the Fulani jihadists are calling for his head. And the Igbo leaders that claim to be leaders in the southeastern part of Nigeria is not saying anything to it. Rather, they are leaking the annals of the Fulani. They have become slaves and errand boys to the Fulani jihadists. Just some days ago, Fulani invaded Ebonyi State to buy people in Atipo community. None of the southeastern leaders condemned that, and this same thing Nnamdi Kanu has preached for years. That the Igbos should open their eyes, and the Fulani has that the Fulani military has an hidden agenda. That the Fulani military has a plan to take over Nigeria. And is that not the current reality now? Is it not the current thing Nigerians are saying now? Is it not the current reality happening now? Enough of all this. Enough of all this. Enough of all this. We cannot sit and watch Nnamdi Kanu being incarcerated for no reason. If the federal government lacks whatever it takes or lacks the evidence to prove that Kanu is guilty, let Kanu be let off the hook. Let Kanu be let off the hook. Thank you for that wonderful submission. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. Thank you so much.
For that wonderful question, the anchor of this great platform. First and foremost, I want to say, Nnayko has come out to say, or has outlined countless times that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun for the second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojukwu fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, Nnamdi Kanu did it via his own dimension. So ECPA is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Nnayko should be discredited, the likes of Nnayko and that of the southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Nnayko should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Nnayko and Nnamdi Kanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that, see, they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of Biafra in the world in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone, the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other. Nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Nnayko is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible. And when the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also to the government, to the Nigerian government, be worried about people. Why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Nnayko. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? So a particular tribe or a major tribe to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. I mean, that means the Hausa man would now dominate virtually every government parastatals in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. And eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Yoruba man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we don't know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angwabula said, he said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country, and we know it. I know it too. And every normal man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. a Fulani man has a spirit of dominance. For you to dominate him, it will take ages. In that population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that so Ojukwu have foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this biafra struggle, and now gradually it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now there are some Igbo men, some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria, just because they feel their brother is still in president. Now, my brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing the Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I am very certain of. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there is a plot, and then the big shots in the north are forming alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And now nobody can take that factor. What NFI did, or else that made President Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Angulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Order Forum. He said, post election, that the other state have supported Tinubu, but come 2027, Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now so now if the average left person is not giving the vote, now where will they get the vote? It should come by 2027. The same thing the universe have tagged the votes for. Now they will be the master mind of it, because I can bet you that 2027 Yoruba will stop, and that's the slogan that will continue the trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the government and exit the country. And then the government now will not take them, tag them for being unserious, because now that the government is championing for the exit, we are saying the government is not serious. There are claims that the government is not serious, but I can bet you when the system will not catch up with you, then you will know why the government has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.